Hi, my name is Nick Langworthy. I serve as chairman of the Erie County Republican Party, and we're here in Tampa, Florida for the Republican National Convention. Well, I strongly support Senator Mark Rosani. He's really done a terrific job in the Senate as a part of a Republican majority, which has brought a little more common sense to Albany after several years of tumultuous times in the state legislature where nothing got accomplished and we really had chaos. Bringing a Republican majority to the Senate has brought back a sense of normalcy. We've had on-time or early budgets the last several years, and a lot of that can be really attributed to gaining the seat that Mark Rosani gained. It was a huge win for the Republican Party. It was a huge win for Western New York because we were able to increase our representation in a majority-driven body, and that's really served the taxpayers of Western New York very well. So I strongly support Mark Rosani in his race this year, and our entire committee does as well. He was unanimously endorsed by the Republican Committee in Erie County. Chris Collins is a very good friend of mine. We have worked very well together, both in his time as county executive, but also as a candidate this year against Kathy Hochul. This is really a race about ideology and where this country needs to go, much like the race between Mitt Romney and Barack Obama. Do we want the government to control more of our lives, or would we like the private sector to flourish and jobs to be created again? Chris Collins knows what it takes to create jobs. Kathy Hochul is someone that has voted time and again with her leadership to increase the size and scope of the federal government. She's voted to raid Medicare and $716 billion to pay for Obamacare. And we, Western New York, can't afford those kind of values fighting for them in Congress. Chris Collins has spent his entire career turning around broken companies and making them flourish, including taking a company in Mexico that he purchased, closing it, bringing the jobs to Western New York. Those are the sorts of values that we need fighting for us in Washington to bring our voice to the majority, to bring our voice to a place where job creation is at the forefront. Well, the Ryan budget was a blueprint that Paul Ryan developed as the budget chairman in the time as House of Representatives. Mitt Romney is going to have his own budget for the country. Unlike the president, who hasn't passed a single budget in the last 3 years and really shirked responsibility constitutionally between the Senate, the House, and the President. We will have a budget under President Mitt Romney. He will be the one, with Paul Ryan at his side, crafting a budget and how we eliminate the federal deficit as soon as possible, as well as get the economy back on track. I think that under President Mitt Romney with Vice President Paul Ryan, we will have people that understand the economy and the private sector at the helm, and we will be in much better stead to get this economy back on track and create jobs, both in Western New York but across the nation. Carl Palladino is a very good friend of mine. For those that follow Western New York politics, when Carl ran for governor, I was the first and only county chairman to stand up and support that candidacy at the beginning. And we started a movement that started in Buffalo and went across the state. We made some history winning that primary in overwhelming fashion and delivering over 90% of the vote in that primary for Carl's candidacy from Erie County. So we've worked together, very well on projects. I have the utmost respect for what he's accomplished in his, tireless efforts to fight for Western New York at all times. That being said, there's times that he and I disagree on politics, and we respectfully agree to disagree, and that doesn't interfere in our friendship. So he's, have some candidates that he doesn't support. There are candidates that I've endorsed and stand strongly behind, and we just have the kind of relationship where we can agree to disagree at times.